news is complicated because it's both facts and information plus point of view and interpretation, right? So it's the combination of those things that make news, or at least journalism as we think of it today. And it's interesting, in America, everyone advertises that they don't have any interpretation, which I think is like the greatest like distortive like marketing, is because it's like bullshit. Of course they have it. The BBC at least has, it acknowledges that it has somewhat of a point of view, and I think that, the Daily Mail, which is part of the portfolio of the company I work for, absolutely has a point of view. And well, it's not my point of view. I have a lot of respect for standing up and saying what you are, and saying who you are and who your audience is. What's interesting to me is that the news landscape, and I'm going to actually broaden it to be television content as well, all of this content is rapidly becoming commoditized in the sense of there are a lot of copies, legal and illegal, out there. And really what we're talking about is competition for people's attention and time. So the way I describe the consumer of digital content, or really any content, is a person with 30 minutes to spare. And they can spend that 30 minutes doing a variety of different things, and the number of things they can spend the 30 minutes doing has been growing exponentially since the 1980s. And what that means is video games are competing with newspapers, are competing with magazines, are competing with television. And there's a finite amount of time. So time is the fixed part of the equation, which means that you're suddenly in this commoditized market where you and Call to Duty and CNN and Maxim TV are all competing for the same 30 minutes of time. And that wasn't the case before. People had their time was much more siloed. Now the good news is people are multitasking. So people are beginning to consume multiple kinds of media simultaneously. I don't actually know how that works into sort of reach and impact measurement systems, but it's a very interesting question. It's like, if I'm listening to music over YouTube, which is really video, but I'm not looking at it, I'm reading the paper, and I'm talking on the phone, which one of those activities is actually the one you do? I have a nephew who literally will have the stereo, television, the internet, chat, web, mail, Facebook, and he's doing his homework.